Hey everybody, Retro Geek Dad here with another toy review. This time we are looking at the Mega Construct Masters of the Universe Point Dread playset. This set features the Talon Fighter, Zodac, the actual Point Dread playset. We have the Temple of Darkness Sorceress, and over here we have Battle Armor Skeletor and Panthor. Sorry. We're going to take a look at the side of the box. We have the Battle Armor Skeletor. The back of the box, we have the Point Dread and the Talon Fighter. We have Panthor, Battle Armor Skeletor. We have Zodac. We have the Temple of Darkness Sorceress with Zor, and here we have another weapons rack, which is similar to the Castle Grayskull weapons rack. Over here is a advertisement for the Roton, and right here it shows that the Point Dread playset actually connects to the Castle Grayskull playset. I'm going to later in the video get my Castle Grayskull and see how well it attaches to the top. And then up here is just another artwork similar to the front. And then this side is just the Point Dread, the different languages. On the top is just a couple pictures of the characters. And then on the bottom, here we have the UPC code. And just some of the warnings. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open this up. I'm going to dump all the bags out, see what we have, and then I'm going to put it together and then see what it looks like with the Castle Grayskull playset. Okay, so we will go ahead and open this. And here on the back we have our, you just push that in. So, okay. Open that up. Everything out. Set that to the side. Alright, so we have one instruction book, two instruction books, so 1 and 2. Add something later, so look at that. Bag number 1, bag number 2, bag number 3, number 4, number 5, number 6, number 6, number 7, number 8, number 9, and number 10. Okay, so we have 10 bags, and here we have a little building tool, and I'm guessing extra parts. And here, the characters. Open this real quick and take a look at them. So we have Panthor. There's the actual hatch for the Talon Fighter. We have Zodac, Battle Armor Skeletor. We have the Temple of Darkness Sorceress. There is her wings. Some more smaller pieces. And This looks like all of the weapons and accessories. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and build this, and then I'm going to bring it back, show it off, kind of go over it, look at the minifigures, and then I want to bring in my Castle Grayskull and see how it fits on top of that. So I will be right back. Okay, so we're back, and here we have the completed set. We have the Talon fighter, we have Skeletor and Panthor, we have the weapons rack, Zodac, the Sorceress, Zor, and the actual Point Dread playset. So what I want to do is I'm going to set these to the side, and we're going to look at one at a time, and kind of go over them, if I can get them over there. Okay. So here we have the Talon fighter, and it is pretty cool. When I was building the feet, those are probably the coolest part, because they really have those talons. But we do have a little satellite dish up here. We have two little mini guns here, and on either side we actually have a rocket launcher. You push that and it shoots out the rocket. The cockpit raises up, and it looks like there's seating for two. Also have the control panels on the side. So really cool, pretty neat. Okay, we'll set that to the side. Look at the actual Point Dread playset. So this is what sits on top of Castle Grayskull, and inside we have a terminal. Now the terminal is actually on a spinner, so it can rotate, and I'll take that out real quick. So here is the terminal, and what's cool is this little piece right here. Let's see if I can focus it. There we go. This is actually like a little Easter egg. It's like a 45 record, like a LP. There used to be a lot of storybooks when we were growing up that we would use to read or learn to read with, but that is actually one of those. So it's a little Easter egg record, which is pretty neat. So, and then the control panels and everything. So, and that just sits in here, kind of rotates on that little piece. So let's see if I can get it back in there. Okay, and the Talon fighter, it actually sits on the top right here. Let's see if I can get it focused. There we go. And it actually sits right here on the top. Cool. There we go. So there is them to the camera. So there is that. That is pretty cool. So I'm going to set that to the side. And we'll look at Panthor and Skeletor. So we'll look at Panthor first. So the armor is exactly like Battle Cat's, with the same saddle, harness, and the helmet. Now the helmet is interesting because it is the same mold as Battle Cat's. Now the reason I believe that they added this was in the Filmation series guide. They actually talk about how the original concept for Battle Cat, he was going to be black with a purple saddle, and they were going to reuse Battle Cat's helmet, and it was going to be purple as well. And I believe that's what that is. Kind of a little nod to that. If not, it might be the Classics Panthor that had a helmet, but in my opinion, it's the Filmation series guide that it talks about. So here we have Battle Armor Skeletor. focus. Okay, and just like He-Man, it's got a solid color underneath, so his chest is actually just purple. Here is Battle Armor He-Man and Battle Armor Skeletor. Both of them came with axes. So it's a pretty little cool set to have. And Skeletor, he's gonna sit. Yeah, he sits up here, and of course, just like He-Man, he's gonna have to hold the little harness here. Doesn't really sit well. It sits better than He-Man did. So that is Panthor and Skeletor. Okay, I want to look at the weapons rack next. Now, all of these are basically the same. This is the Castle Grayskull one. It's basically the same weapons, just a different color. The Castle Grayskull has this cross piece right here, but other than that, it's really the same. So you get a lot of weapons with the two play sets. And next we have the Sorceress. Now this is the Sorceress that is the Temple of Darkness Sorceress. That's all white. It's also the Sorceress we're going to be getting with the Origins Castle Grayskull that's coming out. She has this little hole on the back of her wings, and what that's for is on her skirt here. It just slips over the end like that. Not sure if you can see it, but that helps hold it down. So there she is, and here is the Castle Grayskull version. So same mold, just the two different colors. See, she has the hole in the Castle Grayskull Sorceress. So set her to the side. And then we have Zor, which here is the Point Dread one, and here is the Castle Grayskull version. The pedestals are different. The one for Castle Grayskull is a little shorter, and I like how this one is much taller and has kind of a silver base to it. Really makes the color stand out. So, and then we have Zodac. And he is pretty cool. We have not had him yet, so getting him to the line, in addition to the line, is really cool. And I can see them, remaking or reusing this chest piece for Wondar. Just a He-Man mold, the Wondar, the Zodac suit for the Wondar. So we might see that in the future. It's a possibility. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring my Castle Grayskull in. I'm going to set this on the top and kind of see how it looks, and we'll go from there. Okay, so before we get started, I just wanted to show this real quick. This was an addendum that came with the contents of the box, and basically it says that this piece here, which comes in bag number 9, which there are 3 of them, it says to not use those, but use the ones that came with this. I don't know why I didn't see any difference, but I went ahead and changed them anyway. Also, because Castle Grayskull is so tall, like literally that's the top of my area I'm filming. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take this off and kind of show this. So the Point Dread set came with where you could build these, and there's 3 of them. It's just a little hollow piece on the inside, and you put just these blocks on the bottom, and what that does is that just slides in there. It doesn't really connect, it just sits there. So once you put these on, the Point Dread playset literally just kind of sits on the top. So it just slides and sits. And tilt the camera down. The Point Dread plate, or the Talon fighter, sits on top of that. So what I'm going to do is, at the end, I'm going to add some pictures that I'm going to take in a different area where it'll show how tall it is and everything. And I'll get a tape measure next to it so we can see the full height. But it's pretty cool. I remember building the Castle Grayskull playset. I did this, right after it first came out, before I started doing the YouTube thing. I had fun doing it, building it. And the Point Dread playset, it builds exactly the same. It even has the same kind of, structure. But I really enjoy it. I like it. I'm going to have to find a bigger shelf to put my Castle Grayskull on. And, it just makes me hopeful that, one day we will see a Snake Mountain playset or a Fright Zone playset. So hopefully, they'll keep making them, and, I'll keep reviewing them. But I hope you enjoyed, and we will see you next time.